Okay. So why don't you go ahead and say your name and what area of DB you work in?
Sure. So I'm Mary Hines Martin. I work in Global Cash Operations as their Global CAO. And I've been involved with GTO Cares since March of last year.
And what causes or volunteer opportunities have you participated in?
Yeah, so there's been a wide variety of activities actually that the group has been sponsoring and has been trying to coordinate people for. I've worked with the WOWS event last year to do the Women on Wall Street Day in October, but most recently, and probably the closest cause that I've been most involved in has been with the Young Women's Leadership Network, which partners with the New York City public school system basically to encourage girls from disadvantaged areas to attend college. And they've set up several different high schools across the city that are all girls schools with the primary aim of getting those girls from target neighborhoods admitted and succeeding in college, which has been great. And actually the program has been so successful on the back of volunteers such as the GTO Cares Network. They've also expanded to co-ed schools throughout the city as well, putting career guidance counselors and college guidance counselors in schools with the aim of getting more and more kids from the New York City public school system into college. So it's been really great.
That's great. And so why is leadership and sponsoring these underserved children, why is that so important to you?
Well, for me, I suppose it's twofold. One, I think it's great because it kind of reminds you of your wider community and it keeps you in touch with the wider community around you. You know, I personally grew up in a very disadvantaged area, so for me it feels like I'm giving back and sort of helping out people that could really use my help. But I think also from a corporate perspective, it's really beneficial because it taps you into a whole new pool of potential DB employees or potential banking employees. And I'm delighted that I have the opportunity to talk a little bit about what I do with kids that are in school, and with the view that maybe they might be interested in working in something similar someday.
And what kind of difference have you seen maybe changing for these kids who are participating in these programs?
I think for a lot of the kids, it's about the attention that they get, and a lot of them come from single-parent homes or from homes where both parents are working multiple jobs, and so they don't maybe necessarily have a lot of adult interaction out of necessity, not out of desire. So to be another person that's there, that's able to sort of add a steer or give a lending hand or be a listening ear to somebody particularly in their teenage years that may need some more attention or time or just advice is very rewarding, and I feel that it helps me to sleep at night, but it also hopefully helps them as well.
So it's obviously a great cause and it's something that's near and dear to your heart. What is it about GTO Cares that you want to communicate to the rest of the bank, and why is the organization itself important to you?
Sure, I think GTO Cares has really been a great vehicle for a lot of volunteers in the Americas region to be able to sort of band together and come up with a way to sort of identify more people that are interested in working on different projects. And certainly by banding together, we've been able to put many volunteers out in the field, not only for the Young Women's Leadership Network, for many other events like Jersey City Cares or New York City Cares, or even just some of the run walks that happen in the region. And I think the more and more people that you get out in force and that you show kind of supporting your broader the community, the better it is, not only for the event or for the community, but also for the employees that are involved, because it's an opportunity to network and meet people that you might not necessarily have a chance to interact with every day. But also it really represents Deutsche Bank in a positive light, and I think it really highlights the emphasis that we as a group put on corporate social responsibility, and certainly we like to think that we're conduits or we're leaders to help people achieve that as well in their day-to-day professional lives.
That's great. If you wouldn't mind just looking into the camera and saying GTO Cares.
Sure. GTO Cares.